Today's matchup features one team who likes to get it done through the air. The Broncos are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Chargers, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
When we talk about Aqib Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
see if they stay on the ground for second down. He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run Anderson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
And that's a good thing. But I wonder about mindset, because you mentioned they had a chance to lock it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now? Even though they control their own destiny with a win, now because they didn't get it done before, will they be even tighter as they approach this game?
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for them. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Back near his goal line, Rivers. And now he's taken down. And Rivers in the end zone. Down to the ground he goes. That results in a safety and 2 points. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And he motions the wide receiver. 1st down. Here's the run with Anderson. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Toss play. This is Anderson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They run again on first down. Anderson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
No, check. Patriot. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Rivers on first down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Zach Kerr in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Sanders in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
On second down, Anderson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Line 42.
Now back to throw. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. What a spin. Nifty move by Gordon. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Gets through, and now an opening. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. Play fake. Rivers. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So that right there was his second pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already
Amateur
done that,
hour.
right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a third again.
Detroit! Madden NFL, here we go! Here we go! Detroit! All right, now look at me!
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this.
Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
10th carry now for Anderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Detroit! All right, now look at 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He goes underneath for Anderson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Over! All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Set! Boom!
They'll set up a throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 3rd down now. It's C.J. Anderson. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Detroit. Over. Watch him now, boy. Gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Drops it underneath for Booker. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Booker on first down. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So now it's first and goal. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Second down carry for Booker. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They're going to look to throw. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that one ups the lead to 22-0. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half, Rivers. Steps away to his left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, Are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. They run it here with Gordon. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Rivers now on 2nd down. Going underneath for Gordon. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, with that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
All right, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Got him in. He finds Sanders. A good pickup there at 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, You got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go now. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And a loose football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
The psychology. Never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a give running left with Anderson. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And the wide out in motion. 3rd and short, it's Booker. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
On 1st and 10, Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Marshall. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Second down, Rivers. Caught left side, Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Zach Kerr in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a second down throw for Rivers. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and that'll make it third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Third and long for Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Green 39! Green 39! No. Check. Patriot! Leopard!
The play clock's running down.
Here we go. Blue 90!
On the end around, this is Thomas. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
Sanders in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Looking to throw. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On third down, that's Anderson. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Let's go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. Anderson loses the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Rivers now after the fumble recovery. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Hurry up.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Rivers on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Chargers. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Rivers now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Rivers now to throw on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Now Rivers, looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's second down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And tough starting field position here.
Let's go. Green 39.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Following the penalty, Anderson. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Watch you now, Barney. Back there in Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Following the interception here, Rivers got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. To throw, Rivers. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Shift together here from the D-line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. On play action, they'll throw. Throw outside, complete. It's McKenzie. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Still throwing.